Hello, with this video I'm going to explain how to make a crash-proof foam 3D plane. I've had this one for about 4 years and it's been in multiple crashes, and the only structural damage it's ever had is that the fuselage broke and I put a couple popsicle sticks to fix it. Otherwise, the only thing that happens is I tend to break a lot of props, probably about 10 of them. And this uses laminated foam, which is much stronger than the unlaminated stuff. And I've got a foam buffer in back of the engine, so if the plane hits, it'll bend, and if it really hits hard, it'll break these plastic zip ties, but it doesn't cause structural damage to the plane. In addition, I've got a 3mm carbon fiber tube here and another one here. I also put this packing tape with the fibers in it and ran that along the fuselage, which greatly increases the strength of the fuselage. Probably the most important thing is I use this dense foam to absorb the crashes when I'm crashing the plane with inverted loops or outside loops. It tends to be the most violent crashes. And then the rest of the video I'm going to explain how to make this plane. It only has 9 pieces of plastic. This is the horizontal part of the fuselage. It is 9 inches wide here. It is or 23 centimeters wide. It is 57 centimeters or 22.4 inches long. This width over here is 4 inches or 10 centimeters. And this width is 4 centimeters or 1.5 inches. And here's a hole cut for the servo. And this line indicates the center of the piece. Here's the wings and ailerons. The wings are 30 inches or 76 centimeters long. And they're 17.5 centimeters wide. The ailerons are 6.5 centimeters wide. And here's a notch for the fuselage and a hole for the servo. And I also, to add a bit of design, put an angle at the corners of the wing. These are the remaining pieces of the aircraft. This is the top part of the fuselage, the bottom part of the fuselage, with a notch for the wing and a notch for the servos. And this is 60 centimeters or 23.5 inches long. The bottom piece is 6 centimeters wide. The top piece is 7.7 centimeters here and 5.4 centimeters here. And here's a notch where the elevator will fit. This is the elevator, and this is 11 centimeters in this dimension and 36 centimeters in this dimension. And this cutout here is for where the plane fuselage fits. It's 23 centimeters by 4 centimeters. And a notch here, 9 centimeters by 5 centimeters for the rudder. And again, I cut off the corners of the elevator. And finally, the rudder is 11 centimeters by 20.5 centimeters. And here's a notch here for the elevator so it doesn't interfere with the rudder. And this demonstrates the notch for the rudder to move and the notch in the fuselage for the elevator to move. Placement of the servos to control the rudder and elevator, and placement of the servo to control the ailerons. The hinges on the plane are formed by putting the 2 pieces together with clear packing tape, and you should have the 2 pieces at a bit of an angle so that they can articulate and the bottom aspects of the foam won't hit each other. Here's a tape forming the hinge and a bit of a V so that it has full range of motion. I also painted orange stripes on the bottom to help orient the plane right side up when flying it. The whole thing was assembled with low temperature hot glue. If you use the high temperature stuff, it'll melt the foam, so you want to use low temperature hot glue. The landing gear was formed by bending a hanger, pushing it through 2 holes here, and tying it together here. And this is just so that the propeller doesn't hit when the plane lands. So the good things about this plane, it's essentially crash proof. I've tried to destroy it in crashes, but I've been unsuccessful. And it's very simple to build, only having 8 pieces of foam, and the body, wings, tail, and elevator are basically variations of rectangles, so it's easy to put together.